If you want to play at your highest ability, improve as fast and as effectively as possible, having a good warm-up routine is essential. Not only does it help you work out any kinks before you play, but it also allows your practice to be more effective, because you can focus on improving, rather than warming up during practice. Hi everyone, my name is Hyperdraft and welcome back to another episode of my series, Game Sense 101. In this series, I will be taking you through every aspect of game sense in Fortnite to teach you how to improve your knowledge and start winning more games. Before we start, I've included timestamps in the description for you to jump around the video if you want to. I suggest watching the full thing, but just in case you can find them down there. Let's start the video by answering a simple yet complex question. Why do we warm up? The simple answer is to get us ready to practice and play, but it's a lot more complicated than that. By warming up, not only do we get our bodies ready to play, but we also get our brains focused and prepared. This allows us to be at our peak performance ability before even playing a single game, and allows you to improve more effectively than if you just started playing without a warm-up. An important distinction to make also is the difference between warming up and practicing. Practicing should be in over an hour of your time working on a specific aspect of your games that you know you need to improve. A great way to know what you need to improve is to VOD review your games at the end of the day and take notes on when you specifically need to practice. Spend an hour or more working specifically on that aspect, whether that's in creative or in game. Warming up, however, is a shorter routine that hits all aspects of the game to get you ready to play. What kind of aspects am I talking about? There are 5 different aspects in Fortnite that you should be focusing on when warming up. Building, editing, aim, movement, and piece control. If you can hit all 5 of these aspects in your warm-up, you will be immensely prepared to play and improve. And that's exactly what I've created for all of you today. This routine will make sure you are as prepared as possible for scrims, tournaments, or anything in Fortnite. Before doing any in-game warm-ups, I suggest doing a wrist and hand warm-up. I've linked a good video in the description. This will lower the chances of injuries and will allow your fingers and hands to be ready to play. Now into the in-game warm-ups. Begin with Raiders Impossible edit course. Beginning with an edit course helps a lot with not only getting yourself focused and ready to play, but will also help your fingers be warmed up and loose. This takes about 15 minutes, but you can finish earlier if you think your editing is fully warmed up. I suggest finding a new edit course every month. That way you force yourself to get used to a brand new map and you don't get too used to one particular course. Next, Skaavok aim training. This is the best aim warm-up you can find, and it offers an insane amount of options for training your aim. I suggest doing Tile Frenzy first, starting with close range, then moving to both middle and far. After that, do both horizontal and vertical, making sure that your aim is consistent and fully warmed up. Next, I like doing raindrops to work on the wonky feeling of looking up or down during the fight, to make sure that you're ready for any scenario. Lastly, finish it off with doing a set of Mongol classics to combine your aim warm-up with your editing warm-up. Do this for about 15 minutes. Then, let's get into doing some free builds. Free building on the BHE 1v1 build map is an amazing way to get your building and editing on point before playing any games, and will also help your movement and keybind memorization. Do this for about 10 minutes, but make sure you're fully comfortable and ready to move on. Lastly, there's a short map called the Piece Control Edit course, which will help you with your piece control in game. Your goal should be to grab as many pieces as possible, just as if you were up against a real player. Do this once or twice until you're ready to move on. This should take around 5 to 10 minutes. Here are a few more optional maps if you want to practice a few more aspects of your game. First up, the Movement Course map. This is good for beginners or someone who needs to improve their movement. Doing this once during your warm-up is a great way to get used to movement. Then there's the Aiming While Moving map. This map is your go-to if you're learning double movement binds, as it will help you combine your movement with aiming. Just follow the white line back and forth while shooting at the target. Moving on, the Raiders Piece Control Free Build map. If you want some more practice in free building and piece control, this map is great for both. It combines the scenario and will work just as if you were in a chaotic endgame scenario. Just free build and use piece control to take shots as if there was players there. Now you are done with your creative map warm-ups. This sounds long, but it should take around 45 minutes to complete. If you set aside the amount of time to warm up, you will be more than ready for any tournament. I suggest combining this with practicing some 1v1s in the Fortnite ranked Discord. Link is in the description. This allows you to queue up into your ranked creative 1v1s, choosing either box fight, realistic, or PGs, depending on what you need the most practice on. And that's it, your warm-up is done. Now, you are ready to dominate any tournaments, or improve in the most effective way possible. A lot of people ask me how to improve as fast as possible, and the simple answer is effective practice. Without a good warm-up that reaches all 5 aspects I mentioned before, your warm-ups won't be able to prepare you. Feel free to switch any maps out with similar maps that achieve the same goal. That's the end of the video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you didn't enjoy the video, please dislike it and tell me what I can improve. I'm always open to criticism, and I want to make sure these videos are as good as I can make them. And if you guys ever want to hang out with me, I stream on Twitch, so make sure to catch me there. Again, the link is in the description. That's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.